The first time I used the term ending well with my husband, he kind of rolled his eyes. You know the eye roll, the whatever, but I'll go along with it, probably unwillingly. But at that point, I didn't care. We were getting ready to say goodbye to Seoul, and we had spent 4 years of our life there. When we arrived, we had a 21-month-old son and a daughter in fourth grade. And now one was going into kindergarten and into eighth grade. Those are big changes, not to mention the relationships with the people and places in our neighborhood and beyond. So I made a soft schedule of beginning 2 or 3 months before we were slated to leave. And in that time, we ate at favorite restaurants, walked around favorite neighborhoods, the children had sleepovers, and we said goodbye to the people who were the quiet backdrop to our existence, like the cashier at the Latte Mart who knew my toddler's favorite snacks, and the train attendant who always helped me with the stroller, or the waiter who would excitedly show us pictures of his new baby. We spent a couple of extra days after my husband's last day of work before our hectic summer move, and we had a chance to spend time with other expat friends who were also moving, because 'tis the season. The closing of that chapter of our lives was bittersweet. We'd had some of the highest highs and lowest lows of our family life, of our marriage and career, but it was time to move on. The process of ending well was deeply meaningful. I know, because the first time we moved from Tokyo, there wasn't time to say goodbye. We had a toddler with a stomach virus and family who just decided to come stay with us for the last few days that we were there. And so, sometimes goodbyes are rushed because of circumstances beyond our control. And if that's your situation, I would encourage you to sit down with your family and recount the time in your host family and perhaps have a favorite meal from there. But if you have any time at all, I encourage you to be deliberate. Ending well in Seoul proved so important to the beginning of our next expat assignment that when it was time to move from our last posting to the US, the whole family was on board with this ending well concept, especially as it was the last assignment as a family of 4. The boy was now going into fourth grade, and the girl was going into her last year of high school. We would never have this experience again. It felt so final, because it was. We may move again, we may move overseas again, but you can never step into the same river twice. The family probably didn't know or care that most people call this experience of ending well closure. They just knew it was special and important to them. And again, it helped us begin, it helped the next chapter begin well and sustain us through the challenging times of that move. You may be happy or even ecstatic to be moving on or moving home, or you may be heartbroken to leave. And usually it's somewhere in the middle. But still, I encourage you, take time to reflect on the good, the bad, and the ugly of your experience. Those were important moments that shape your life and your children's life and your spouse's life. And you made it through. You did good. And no matter your feelings, this place has been your home, your daily life, and that of your children and spouse for so many years. And now it's time to say goodbye. It's up to you, trailblazing spouse, to shepherd your family in the ending well journey.